Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sheffield. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12. It all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He leaves it with his back. Still on his feet at the 45. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass, it's in goal. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. The Hokies brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gonna run it. It's Larson. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. For jet sweep pass. Past the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Sheffield. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Back to pass, it's Sayal. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Fast motion from the offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Might be looking to run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Vega. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The back goes in motion. Give to the fullback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Quarterback will audible. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
They'll leave it with him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that can put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's running in the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Bowls his way forward.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's in goal. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Hokies are in the red zone. The give to the fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down for them.
They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 10-yard line. 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking for space. It's Sheffield. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry up. Give to the running back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down coming up. Wide out in motion. Back to throw. It's Ayal. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
He's looking to throw it. The quick out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And what a great job by the defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside to try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense. When they run the draw, they want you to run upfield, and you run right up the middle. Good job by the defense getting some penetration to throw off the running back early.
Back to throw. It's out. Quarterback adapted. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll run it from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Run it with the fullback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, the offense did not get enough. They got to understand the sticks. Maybe he should have thrown that on the RPO, right? It's tough. You got to read that really, really quickly. Now brings up a 4th down decision time for this offense.
And this one splits the uprights. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop it.
Virginia Tech offense will take over. First and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The running back has it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. Looking for room, it's Larson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To the air, it's in goal. He's got his man. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
Timeout, Colorado.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face. Going for it inside your own 40. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Trying to find his man on first down. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not like it into the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense, in between the... Keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Larson. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Power football with the run. The ball's free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Running to the left. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's out. Snags it over the middle. Touchdown, Buffs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the right. He's got it.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the ground. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's in goal. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility on the guy in that slot position.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's got it at the 25.
What
a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Hokies are flying down the field. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Scanning the field. It's in goal. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Give to the single back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... Five-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Seau. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Motion from the offense. This is a designed run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Got his man quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got him and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Pirouettes through.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these runs. getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Sayal. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He'll ride his man on the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback checking the play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Oh, gave the defender the business. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hits the spin cycle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Looking to throw, it's in goal. And they're not on the same page there.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, tempo's going to be a big deal right now, but fourth down coming up, trailing, you have to dial up the right play right here, Dave.
And first things first, you got to get the first down. Like, I got to convert this fourth down. The clock is irrelevant at that point. Then I got to kick it in high gear, make some plays, and getting scoring position to try to take the lead.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's in goal. Right down the middle. He makes a grab. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
keeping it on the ground with the running back. Headed to the end zone, and they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they score first here in overtime. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
To throw, it's Seau. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. The ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home. Makes a great play for us.
3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. On the ground, it's Larson. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. The kick is good. The game winner in double overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week.
When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Wyoming's offense takes the field. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Boise State, 0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Broncos offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll leave it with him. So runs like that can really help the field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Makes his connection. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Broncos will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He makes the catch. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get the sack just like that.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Offense set on 1st down. On the option. He'll toss it.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try the run. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Gaines. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the big fella. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack, though.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Got a man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Lining up to convert third down. Give to the running back. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. With the catch, it's Gaines. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They'll put the tight end in motion. They go to the draw. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Trying to get to it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Yeah, and third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles. But they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, and getting the big INT.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. Grabbed on the outside, it's Stevenson. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw.
The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Boise State ready to send out that offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's...
Oh, it's loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up the...
Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it.
Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He's not going to win any gold medals in the 100 or anything like that, but he's fast enough to hurt you.
Yeah, that's the whole key. He's got just enough to force the defense to stay honest. You have to account for this guy's ability to tuck the football and run.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play line just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
3rd down coming up.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The give from the gun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Finds his man and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel and get the pick.
Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense comes up with the sacks, and this defense has been dialed in all day. Really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Release to the back. It's caught. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for space. It's Gaines. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Wagner. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
To the air, it's Nelson. Floats it out in space. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job on it.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They're going to run it. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide out in motion. Here's the give off the left side.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this 1st down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense or at least prevent a score here late in the 4th. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Picks up 1. 2nd down.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll keep it himself. I think he misread that one totally. Probably better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he gives up the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
The attempt through the air is incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's him in stride inside the 10.